According to the HPI and ADA, between 2022 and 2024, the average dentist's income dropped $26,000. The bad news is that 2025 looked even worse, meaning we're trending in the wrong direction for this year. You were told that if you worked harder and spent more on Google, your practice would grow. You did both, and yet your margins are still shrinking. I hate to tell you, but this wasn't an accident. For 15 years, the dental industry has been sold two big myths that were designed for DSOs, not private practices. Today, we'll be breaking down why the strategy that works for implant factories is systematically tearing down your family practice. The first myth is what we call the Google trap. This is the idea that visibility equals growth. When you focus on keywords like dentist near me, you're signaling to potential patients and Google that you are a commodity dentist, meaning your focus is on cheap, quick services. In reality, you've gone through years of schooling and certifications, and you specialize in higher-end services like full mouth restorations and implants, but those aren't currently being highlighted in your keywords and on your website. Potential patients looking for those services are going to a competitor because they have no way of knowing that you are the expert. Myth number 2 is known as the insurance volume seduction. This is the promise that lower reimbursement rates can be made up in volume. Dentists are spreading themselves thin, trying to book as many routine cleanings as possible, and the lower reimbursement rates are making it so they have to book even more. It's a vicious cycle that so many dentists nationwide are stuck in. I want you to take a guess at how many routine dental cleanings it would take to equal the cost of one full mouth restoration. The answer shocked me. It's 250 to 450 routine dental cleanings. If you could give up hundreds of routine cleanings for a few high-end services and still make more money, would you? Of course you would. That's why insurance volume seduction is a myth. Here's the thing. These two strategies of trying to be as visible as possible, even if that means showing up like all other commodity dentists, and focusing on a large volume of low reimbursement cases, push you to compete on 3 things: price, convenience, and generic visibility. The worst part? DSOs have a structural advantage in all 3 areas. Here's where the importance of personalized marketing comes into play. General dentistry behaves differently from almost every other service or medical industry. Let me explain to you what I mean by breaking it up into 6 different but interconnected parts. Number 1, unlike a physician who you only see when you are sick, or a specialist who handles a one-time project, general dentists see patients for recurring hygiene appointments. This creates ongoing relationship visibility that keeps the practice a constant presence in the family's life. Number 2, because you see the same families twice a year for decades, the cost for a patient to switch to a new dentist is relational, not just transactional. This creates a massive competitive moat that dentists find difficult to replicate due to high associate turnover. Number 3, a general dental practice is one of the few businesses that delivers a massive price spectrum under one roof, ranging from $80 cleanings to $60,000 plus full mouth restorations. This breadth of service, combined with the depth of a decades-long relationship, is unique in the healthcare economy. Number 4, general dentistry is a micro-market business. While patients might travel for a specialized surgery, they typically won't for routine hygiene. For 80% of general dentistry volume, a 5-mile radius acts as a hard economic constraint. Number 5, approximately 21% of adults avoid dental care due to anxiety. Because of this, a trusted recommendation from a friend or family member doesn't just influence a decision, it eliminates the shopping process entirely by providing emotional safety. Number 6, decisions are rarely made by individuals. They are made by a single decision maker, typically a mother, who selects a provider for 4 to 5 people spanning 40 plus years. This transforms dental care from individual health care into family infrastructure. Traditional Google marketing completely ignores these 6 areas and treats patients as one-off transactions. These are areas where DSOs can't compete, making them essential marketing pieces for family practices. To show you what I'm talking about, let's look at some numbers. Practices spend 80% of their budget chasing generic search, which only accounts for 15 to 20% of new patients. Almost 0% of the budget is spent on the 50 to 60% of patients who come from referrals. Now let's talk about insurance write-offs. I want you to think of them as a marketing cost. If you were to write off $150 on a $250 fee, that is a $150 marketing fee paid to the insurance company to send you that patient. Take a second to think. Is a patient who is loyal to their plan worth the same as a patient who is loyal to you? For 15 years, the holy grail of dental marketing was the keyword. You paid agencies thousands to make sure you ranked number 1 for dentists near me. It was a game of math and meta tags. But in 2026, that game is officially over. We've hit the AI inflection point. Search is fragmenting away from keyword queries and moving into natural language systems like Gemini, ChatGPT, and Apple Intelligence. In the old search world, Google was a phone book. It gave you 10 blue links and 3 ads, and you, the patient, had to do the work of clicking and judging. In the new search world, AI is a concierge, and it's looking to make your life more convenient by giving you specific recommendations, not lists of links for you to have to sort through. When a patient asks a complex question like, who is the best dentist in Austin for someone with extreme anxiety who also takes Delta Dental, the AI doesn't just look for those keywords on your website. It synthesizes an answer based on something much deeper than SEO, authority and sentiment. AI isn't just looking for 5 stars. It's reading the content of the reviews to see if people actually mention low anxiety. If your website says you're high end, but your Yelp reviews say your office is dated and your Google business profile has 10-year-old photos, the AI spots the contradiction and skips you. It looks for mentions of your practice in the local news, community sponsorships, and professional directories. It's looking for proof that you are a trusted local advisor, not just a guy with a website. This is the part the DSOs are terrified of. Keyword density can be bought. Google ads can be outbid. But reputation and community authority, those are assets that have to be built over decades. DSOs with their high associate turnover and corporate feel struggle with this. They are transactional by design. But you have 20-year relationships with families. You're embedded in the local fabric. In the AI era, those human advantages are the ultimate SEO hacks. The game isn't about gaming the algorithm anymore. It's about providing the most consistent, trusted, and visible inside-out presence in your 5-mile radius. So if the old outside-in strategy, chasing generic search volume, is a losing game, what's the alternative? We call it the inside-out framework. Instead of renting attention from a search engine, you start with the relationship assets you already own and build outward. It's a 3-phase shift that flips the DSO playbook on its head. Phase 1. Most private practices treat referrals like luck. They hope their patients tell their friends. But the data shows that 50 to 60% of your new patients already come from this channel. And they have a 37% higher retention rate than any lead you'll ever buy on Google. You have to stop leaving this to chance. You need to systematize trust. This means training your team on specific care-to-share protocols, using digital referral codes, and tracking your super connectors. Phase 2, own your 5-mile micro market. General dentistry is a proximity-dominant business. Your market isn't the entire city. It's the 10 to 15-minute drive time around your front door. Instead of spending thousands to rank citywide, you need to dominate your local Google business profile and embed yourself in the community fabric through local partnerships and sponsorships. Phase 3, treat insurance as a marketing channel. This is the biggest mental shift of all. You have to stop viewing insurance as passive overhead and start seeing it for what it actually is, a patient acquisition cost. If you write off $150 to see an in-network patient, you just paid $150 for that lead. The inside out strategy involves auditing every network you're in. If the marketing cost of the write-off exceeds the lifetime value of the patient, you drop it and redirect that money into your referral engine. The DSOs are playing a game of scale and volume. And the truth is, you can't outspend a DSO on Google, but you can out-relationship them in your community. When you move from outside in to inside out, you aren't just changing your marketing. You're building a moat that no algorithm can cross.